It's been a hot minute since I've done any kind of stream. So why not start with hosting a scrim match for the upcoming Proton Splat League Season 3. I almost forgot what season we're at this point. Whoops. Let's see what happens. I believe the teams are Inkslingers and Salt Shakers, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I was told. If I'm wrong, oops. Just checking Discord to make sure I don't have any. There we are. I'm kind of excited. So I have no clue what they're going to practice because season 3 hasn't started yet. So the teams aren't technically official because they haven't gone through that. I believe that's tomorrow. Today's Friday. Yeah, that's tomorrow when teams get signed up. After that, they probably have to, set everything up. They're changing a couple things. I have to go through and read the rules and stuff. Probably nothing too major in terms of actual gameplay. It's going to be more stuff like probably disconnects or general like how the season is set up. As far as I'm aware, let me check. I don't think there's anything official. Actually, I think there is. Just one of the older links just got updated is all. Let me look, where is it? There it is. So it's looking through it, it's probably going to be pretty much the same thing with very minor differences. Transferring players once a week. Rosters lock after week 8. Players have been transferred. Cannot be added back to the same team later. Ooh, is that new or is that the same? Heck if I know. We're doing first splat zones. All right. Let's see if I remember how to do spectator mode. Because I used to be very bad at spectator mode. There's like modes where you can follow specific players, but I never really liked it. I like a more top-down view when viewing an entire game, just because if you're just focusing on a specific player, you get some cool shots, but you might also miss some stuff. Like even from above, you can miss some stuff based on the angle you're looking. So I prefer top down for the most part. Slight zoom in, but it just lets you get a better overall idea of how the game's going. Also, I think I finally fixed the problem I was having with Backblaze starting backups at dumb times. I can't remember the setting. So basically what it is Backblaze, and I always complain like, why is it always backing up when I start streaming? Backblaze was set to basically immediately start backing up any new file. And streaming and recording, when you record, it creates a new file. So it creates and recording creates a file, then Backblaze, while I'm streaming, starts trying to back it up. So I just changed it to back up at a specific time each day, rather than continuously throughout the day whenever new files are changed or created.
Wow, this sounds like a bunch of nerd shit.
It is.
Also,
Do you
hello,
expect
I'm
anything less from a nerd?
Here. Maybe. Also, I'm here for this match. So, yeah.
Also, bold of you to assume you are not a nerd.
Bold of you to assume I can calculate.
I can do the Marth. That's what it's called, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, boys. We have...
Both teams run to the center.
Both teams will run to the center.
Oof.
Yellow almost taking both zones. Taking a team wipe.
Ooh.
And that's both zones gone.
The Inklings take both zones. But how long will they keep it?
Ooh, Arbiter taking out Pepper in their alley, taking out Hodge. Finishing that. He's going for the flank, doesn't fully commit. Leading King, all of them in the middle.
Oof.
Cinders taking the zone.
Ninja trying to be a ninja. Not very successfully though. Ninja going down. Disgraced family.
Family no respect you.
It's, you know what's funny is like all the Asian kids back in cause my high school was a lot of Asian kids, and they were always the ones that would make jokes about disgraced family.
Yeah.
They get like an A-. Like, I'm gonna have no food for a week.
No food for the rest of life.
Ninja hammer timing.
Gets a B plus. It gets decapitated by the sword. And Purple taking the zone. That nice hammer by Ninja and
Taking control, but not for long.
Oh, but taking it back. Red Gem with the them jumping.
Ooh, I should turn desktop audio up because you're so quiet. There we go.
I am
That's
Ninja. Bubbles coming in.
Purple has control. Not for very long though.
Yellow taking one of the zones. Going for the second one. We got an Ink Storm. That's gonna be pretty annoying in post, but who really cares? We have hammer by someone. Ninja going in and immediately dying again. Arbiter going down, but the Pepper splash down, but Kaysen takes him out. Ooh.
Rest in peace, Hodge.
Can Cinders... Ooh.
Purple regains control. How long will they keep it? Not for very long.
Not very long.
That's... Ooh. One half taken by Orange.
More bubbles, and those bubbles take out one person.
And Orange regains control. Got to get through that penalty.
Hodge being shot at by a bunch of loosters. Can Purple take back the zone? Ninja going in with another
Ninja hammer time.
Move. But they go down again. Ooh, and Purple takes the zone and only immediately loses it.
Takes the zone for like maybe half a second. Gotta...
But what did you do then? Gotta try harder than that.
I got you $1.
You gotta try harder than that. Not even commentating on the match.
At this point, Orange has control. Ninja trying to maybe sneak, but not super sneaky.
Alright, boys, halfway through the match, let's go to ad break.
Just like push my ad button. 60-second ad break. Let's go.
60-second ad break.
Right at the end of the match, so like no one sees the ending. It's like you gotta take my word for it, and then I just say the opposite team that won. It's like
exactly
the other team won. Gotta just take my word for it.
Purple won. Purple contesting zone, but not hard enough, and that seems like it's going to be a victory for Yellow. Or ad breaks. No, it didn't happen.
Just throw on all the ads. I'm gonna make so much money.
Exactly. All like $1. Let's get it, boys. Alright, now I gotta go leave and like play the video game.
You gotta play the video games?
Yeah, I guess so.
As long as you're quarantining yourself, it's fine.
Yep, I've definitely been doing Nothing but staying at home. Definitely. I definitely have not been teaching myself how to drive.
That's illegal.
Well, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Ah, fair point.
I also definitely have not been the most active I've been, like, ever. Not ever. Most recently.
Ah.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
Alright.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I've actually gotta go now.
Alright.
So long.
Up next, looks like they're swapping over to tower control. Eventually, Butters will join his team and figure everything out, and then start the game. I'm assuming we're playing random, just taking whatever map it gives us. That's 2 people dropping, probably swapping. Let's see, Rabiru. I'll never pronounce that name correctly, so I'm not even gonna bother. Red Gem Soda. Ninja with fancy characters. Pepper. Crime Man 2, which is Butters. It's Butters in his classic, just change your username every 5 seconds. You've got me, obviously. And Arbiter. Eventually. Ooh, my brother's being loud. He's been home 24/7 because of quarantine. It's been fun. That's the word. Fun. Oof. Starfish main stage, tower control. How dare you guys?
I'm running as fast as
This is not the way. Looks like Butters is doing counter intel and is working for the other team right now. How dare you? Butters is a spy. I knew it. Let's see who gets the tower first. Rest in peace, Robbie. Pepper hops on the tower, takes control. Team Green. Pepper goes down. Ninja hopping back on before it turns fully to the center. Red Gem hops on, takes control of the tower for a short bit. Ninja and Pepper hop on. Riding it toward checkpoint 1. Arbiter and... I never pronounced that name right. Checkpoint 1, but very quickly lose control. Checkpoint 1. And past checkpoint 1. Red, basically like half the team jumps on. Red Gem was on, hops off for a brief moment, leaving it to return to the center on its own. Robbie Roo guarding the center point for a second there. Basically holding the other team off while it returns to center. Robbie Roo grabs the tower. Butters with the Booyah Bomb. They're at checkpoint 1. Peppers with the splashdown. Arbiter hops on for a brief moment, climb back up. And that is past checkpoint 1. Butters going down. Team Blue taking the lead at checkpoint 2. Past checkpoint 2. Red Gem going down. Getting close to checkpoint 3. And that's at checkpoint 3. And ooh, that's game. Team Blue takes it. Rainmaker up next. playing whatever the heck stage it gives us. So, I work retail, and it has been chaos. On the bright side, I'm one of the few people who actually still have a job, because retail is essential. Yay. So, yeah, it's been fun. So, I specifically work in the electronics department. But I still get shifts where I close other departments. Mainly, like, I basically have, I work the last about 4 hours of the night, and I just kind of organize and clean up like specific sections. So, like, section C and section D is like bedding, bath, furniture, stuff like that. E block is toys. F is mostly electronics, but part of it is also seasonal. Same with G. G is market, aka grocery, but also the end of it is partially seasonal. So there's like a corner of the store that's just seasonal. But last Friday was probably, other than like Black Friday, Thursday night, was one of the busiest days I've ever seen in my life. In terms of, even I was working electronics that night. Like, TVs were flying off the shelves. We ran out of consoles to sell. We had no consoles. That was even on Black Friday, we had consoles to sell for pretty much the entire thing. It was the weirdest thing. And it was probably because we had like basically a large amount of people coming in to buy like entertainment stuff, but like we weren't prepared for Black Friday like we would be on a Black Friday. It seems like it's slowed down now. For a good 2 to 3 weeks, I was getting regularly called into work extra hours, which was fantastic. That paycheck was popping. But at the same time, it was also very busy, and I had very little downtime to do anything. Luckily, it looks like it's slowing down now, so hopefully once the official season starts, I'll be able to actually properly pick up games. But we'll see. Purple goes for the first pop. Red Gem grabbing the Rainmaker. Cinders going for it, taking Red Gem Soda down. Going for the pop, grabbing the Rainmaker. Running with it. Back at the center, going down though. Arbiter pulling hammer time. Robbie Roo going for the pop. Arbiter grabs the Rainmaker, heading up this. Are they maybe heading up the center? Let's see what happens. Heading up the center. Running for it. Not a very good spot to be in right now, though. Hodgepodge makes the pop. Cinders grabs the Rainmaker. Cinders is gonna get surrounded, and they're down. That's a team wipe, basically. Ninja a little bit earlier, though, so Ninja's already back in the main arena here. Hodgepodge going down, though. Arbiter grabs it. King was trying to clear away there. Kind of wiped before they were getting up there. Red Gem going down. Ninja taking out Arbiter. And going for the pop. Grabbing the Rainmaker. Back toward the center. But can they make their way downtown walking fast? Nope, they can't. Dropping it. Arbiter going hammer time. Making the pop. Red Gem grabbing the Rainmaker. Red Gem's trying to avoid, but getting taken down anyway. And Green makes the pop. Butters grabbing the Rainmaker. Arbiter, hammer time. Butters? I don't think you meant to do that, unless you did. Just walking off the edge and falling to their demise in the water. But you would think a Squid kid could survive, but no, apparently not. I guess they swim in paint, so I mean water washes away paint, I guess? Water bad. Lesson learned. Also, Red Gem had the Rainmaker. Gets taken down, though. Ninja going down. Cinder's going for the pop. Hodgepodge about to shoot Tenta missiles, but going down. Cinder's also going down. Red Gem makes the pop. At this point, just defending it. Grabbing it, though. And that's game. And my favorite mode, Clam Blitz. So I have this emote. Oh boy, I'm a 3-month subscriber to my own channel. I love how in technicality, the person who's actually doing the streaming is like tier 3 sub to their own channel.
I almost downed them all.
That's my brother. Don't mind my brother yelling in the background. Oh. Ooh. I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen. Interesting. I'm assuming they accidentally started too early. Just give me a sec to enter the room code. Just so I don't, share the room code with everyone. There we go. I'm tired. I should have slept in a bit more today. Oh well. Instead, I ran out and shot guns. I mean, no, I stayed in my house, quarantined. The entire time. To be fair, I leave my house for work, so... But I wear a mask and gloves because I have heart condition and asthma, which puts me on a more at-risk category. Yay! The same with most of my family has some kind of either lung condition, heart condition, immune disorder, or a combination. It's fun. That's why I'm glad my schedule is going down to like 3 days a week again. A, it keeps me from going crazy. And B, I don't have to be there as often, so I'm less exposed to the public. Because there have been too many people there that are just coughing a little bit too much. On the bright side, if we get this Build-A-Pass where every adult gets $1,200, I'm gonna get $1,200 for basically no reason. Probably put it towards stream stuff. Possibly college. I'm thinking some of it will go toward a laptop no matter what. Because I'd like to be able to stream from places other than my room. It would allow me to do like a proper Ring Fit Adventure stream. But my room's too small, so I'd have to do it out there. Cause I tried once, like mid-January, I want to say. I tried once to do a Ring Fit Adventure stream in my room. It was a bit too small, especially with some of the exercises they're having me do now. I'm like, can't do those in the room. It's also been weird because I was attending a class that was on campus, but now it is online in Zoom. And I use my proper like streaming webcam and mic and everything. And the first time I join in, they're like, "Bro, why do you look like you're about to record a podcast?" I'm like, "Because this is my streaming setup." And the fun thing is I have a green screen. And I found out yesterday that you can green screen in Zoom. So I was just having a blast with it. I was doing really dumb stuff. There's a built-in like grass background. So I'm like, look guys, we can pretend to be outside while we're actually stuck inside. Except the grass was like really big, so I looked like I might have been like Ant-Man or something. Also, this is not a terrible map, but it's not one of my favorites, I would say. It's okay. That's a lot of murder. Pepper has an Ooch Ball, but make sure I'm on the right mode here. So if I do need to call out avoided Ooch Ball, I will be prepared. There we go. I had to change the setting because I could barely hear myself there. I'm unsure. No, the mic's about the same volume. Maybe up the gain a little bit, it looks like. Butters has an ooch ball. Arbiter pulling a hammer time on Cinders. Butters going down. Looks like this ooch ball is gonna get sent to the boy. I swear my whole setup is prior, but I can't figure out why. Hopefully, I can eventually make it sound louder. Also, I should have tried ooch ball, but I didn't. I was too busy trying to fix audio. There was some points scored a little bit, possibly. Barrier's back up at least. Let's see who gets the ooch ball next. There's an ooch ball. Red Gem picks up the ooch ball. Throws it. Red Gem goes down. And that ooch ball is gonna get sent to the void. Blue has an ooch ball. Cinder's trying to grab it. Can they get it in time? No. To the void. This person, Elgut? Oh no, I'm gonna I'm never gonna pronounce that. They have an E. I'm gonna call you E. E has a ooch ball. They're just chilling on the wall, trying to clear a path, it looks like. E goes for the Booyah Bomb. Red Gem Soda dropping some clams. Going for it. Ooh, ooch ball! Oh, you know what it probably is? Let's try. I have to mess with settings again. I probably bumped something on the this thingamabobby. Also, oof, 21 remaining. Alexa, turn on all lights. I bet I accidentally changed something on here. That is game, by the way. I'm trying to figure out what possible thing I might have bumped to make it. Oh, is that better? Who knows? Let's see, does this sound any... Oh, it does sound a little different. I don't know why activating that makes it sound any different, but okay. That sounds a little bit better. Am I plugged into... No, I'm plugged into the first one. So why is that one affecting it? I have no clue. I'm going to be replacing this thing anyway soon. At some point when I have money. It's on my list of upgrades I have to do at some point. I already upgraded. So I have I was gonna upgrade my camera. I don't think I will at this point. The only reason I want to upgrade my camera, like the one I use for webcam, yes, but that one will be staying as webcam if I do upgrade camera. The main video recording camera for like YouTube videos, I want to upgrade because the autofocus on this one is absolute trash, which most of the shots I take are of me and are static, so I can just manual focus and usually be fine. Or autofocus once, set to manual so it doesn't keep autofocusing, or set it to not autofocus continual. Only problem, there's plenty of shots I want to do, especially going forward, where it's not a static camera set up on a tripod. Like for B-roll, I want to be able to move the camera fluidly to get like panning shots and stuff like that, which I can't really do with this one because of the autofocus. I also am considering, there's someone that at some point offered to like help work on videos because they wanted the experience. They have one step up camera from what I currently have, and so they want to learn how to operate cameras and stuff. So I might kind of show them the ropes and have them operate camera for different things depending on what I want to do. I'll have to look into like seeing how I can incorporate like moving shots into my videos, but I think that'd be really cool. The only thing for that though is I'd want to get a decent lavalier microphone, preferably like a wireless system that could hook up to the audio recorder I already use. We'll have to see what I can get. I'm thinking if we do end up getting $1,200, some of it will probably go to a lav mic, like a proper lav mic. I have a shotgun that I usually use for my shots that are static, but there's no good way to have a moving shot if I was like walking out in a park, other than for me to have like a lav mic. Because if I mount it on the camera, I could use the shotgun mic still. It doesn't sound as good. Shotgun mics, any mic in general, typically the closer you can get to your mouth, the better. Also, Cinders with an oot ball. Dropping the oot ball. Ninja grabbing the oot ball. Ninja trying to make their way downtown. Not walking fast enough though. Abandoning the oot ball for now. Trying to not die. Goes down to the hand of Arbiter though. Pepper grabs the oot ball before it gets voided. King goes for the oot ball! I believe that was King that threw that. Arbiter making some more points. Pepper has an oot ball. Goes down though. And that oot ball is going to get sent. Ooh, it almost got sent, but not quite. Cinders picked it up before it went. Cinders drops the ball. Pepper picks it up. Pepper heading into the center. Right toward Arbiter. Takes down Arbiter. Making their way. Goes for the shot. Oot ball! That's a second oot ball from Butters, aka Cryman. Ooh, barely not making that throw. That could have I could have brought them. And that ball's going to get sent
To the void.
King has an Ooch ball. And that's an Ooch ball! And that's also a team wipe! Barriers back up. Ninja trying to find a path, getting bombarded by 3 of the opposing team members. Butters picks up the ball. Ooch ball! Cinders adding some points, taking the lead. Barrier is back up. Arbiter with an Ooch ball heading towards the opposing team's goal. Falling back a little to not die. Going around the outside of the center. Ninja hopping down from above. Arbiter go. Ooh, Arbiter going for the shot. Ooch ball! And they take the lead. Red Gem Soda with an Ooch ball. Not quite making it to the goal, though. And that ball is going to get sent
To the void.
Butters and Ninja both have an Ooch ball. Barrier broke, taking the lead. And with 13 seconds left, they're going to have to really push it to make this, but I'm not sure if they're going to do it. And overtime. Are they going to take it in overtime? They take it in overtime. If this were a real game, it would be Team Blue 1 point, Team Green 2 points, because the overtime, I'm pretty sure overtime is still a thing. It's in the document somewhere, I'm sure. Let me see. Overtime, yep, overtime points. Turf War win 1, overtime lost 1, win is 2. Just like last season. Who would have thought? You're dang right you're setting it to Splatfest mode for Turf War. I need a nap. All right. I'm gonna mute myself there for a second. Let's see how long it takes. People have, unless I'm disconnected, people have 10 seconds to finish out their selections. There goes everyone. Hey, this is the song I have in Beat Saber. I actually have a Splatoon song in Beat Saber. It's a fun map. Currently, Orange has the lead, but it looks like Pink is stealing a good chunk of their the other section there. Butter's quickly reclaiming most of it. E trying to like be stealthy, but not doing very well. Going down to Butters over there. Looks like it's fairly even, but I would say Yellow currently has more of their section inked, but not by too much. Though quickly taking the center, that puts Yellow up ahead here. Pink is losing a lot of ground very fast. Pink taking back a lot of lost ground here. Apparently my brother thinks that's funny. You're laughing. Yellow is starting to lose and you're laughing. Pink has a very good chance of winning this here if they can remain on the field. But it looks like Yellow might be reclaiming a good chunk of area here. Will it be enough though? Ooh, it's looking like it might. Nah. I'm pretty sure Pink won that one. Actually, Yeah. Not by a whole lot, though. 49.1 to 42.5. Up next, Splat Zones. Eventually, we'll get started. 4 hours later. There's a server I have my eyes on getting at some point. How much is it? Oh, it's not that bad. But apparently he had a shotgun. Now imagine, like, this. Like that yelling, but like, all the time. Life's good. I love everyone being in the house 24/7. It's great. I'm not slowly losing my mind from it. It's fine. Oh yeah, I gotta be an influencer. Be sure to smash that like button if you also get annoyed by people yelling. Hit subscribe if you want to see more quarantine videos. That's what the kids are doing right now, right? Quarantine challenges or something like that. 100 things you can do in quarantine.
Oh!
Are we done? I don't think we're done. Are we done? Take a small break to get them ads. Roll the ads, boys. It's ad time. This. I definitely did not just do that for the memes or anything. Nah. time to roll like 20 ad breaks. Let's go. 20 minutes of ads. Who's ready? I'm just kidding. I would never do 20 minutes of ads. I remember the good days when Amazon Prime would give you ad-free across the website, and then Prime now just gives you the Prime subscription, and the games I guess are cool. But like, I liked ad-free viewing everywhere. Those are good days. They've given me too much time. What am I supposed to do? Twiddle my thumbs? Let's just stare blankly at the purple and get lost in the sauce. As I definitely am not browsing Amazon trying to find something. Don't mind me. No, it's not an upgrade for the stream. What are you talking about? It's most definitely not an audio upgrade. No, couldn't be. Where did I put it? It's in one of my lists somewhere. Oh yeah, there's also this mic I want to get at some point. Should probably get it at some point. It's gonna be for voiceover work. Look at that camera. I want that camera. Oh. Ashley's opening Splatoon. How you can't join stream, but now suddenly you can open Splatoon. I see how it is. There it is. That's what I was looking at. It is a new mic preamp and processor. So it's gonna replace one small section of my audio stack. And it's gonna do, in a cleaner way, it's gonna do basically what it does, but it's also gonna be a much better preamp so that I don't have to use the preamps on my audio interface, because while the audio interface is fine, when I need to crank up the gain, it can get a little bit noisy. The noise floor goes up quite a bit. So I look forward to being able to push certain mics a bit farther without too much more noise, and along with that, so one of the problems I have right now is the audio processor adds a little bit of noise to the setup. If I turn off the audio gate, which I don't feel like doing, it does add a little bit of noise. Not a terrible amount, but it's some. I believe in the chain, it goes audio to, it goes the interface, that goes to the what do you call this thing? My compressor. It does some processing, so it does compression, audio gate. So my noise gate for my mic is not in software and OBS. It is done physically in hardware. Pretty much all of the processing I do in terms of mic is preferably, I always, if I can, do it in hardware, just because it lets me hear what exactly is going to stream in real time. I can technically do that with with OBS by listening back to the source, but there's a slight delay. It throws everything off. So that's why I do that. And with the interface I have, it lets me basically take the raw signal straight from the mic, the analog signal, output it to processing hardware, and then go back in before it goes to the digital converter, which is nice because I can potentially do things like, what do you call it? I can do limiters and the compression, I think it's called. I can't remember. I'm too tired to think. But basically what I can do is if I scream, it won't be recorded as a scream and then compressed so it's clipping and it's always going to sound bad. I can scream and it will mostly try to reduce it in analog before it goes digital, which means I can reduce the levels before it actually turns into a clip of, because clipping is really an artifact of going from analog to digital when the analog's too loud to really be converted to a proper digital signal. So there's that. So that's nice. Processing an analog when possible is always the better option. Ooh, that's a new name. It's been so long, my screen went dark. I was not planning on this taking so long. Time to play 10 more ad breaks. Am I right, boys?
In here?
Yes, I'm in here. I definitely did not change my nickname on the Proton Splat League server. No, definitely did not.
I'm back
Welcome.
at it again.
Time to play 10 more ad breaks. Am I right?
Exactly.
Time to go for 10 minutes of
Ad
ads.
marathon. We're waiting
Could you
on
imagine a
one more-
stream where I just made the stream go live and then just said to consistently play ads the entire time?
Just coronavirus took my job. He was just a stream of ads.
He was just a
Please
stream
watch.
of ads. Please watch so I can
Please
make some money.
watch.
Could you imagine if you could get a group of people to actually watch that? Just call it Super Bowl, but the ads aren't funny. And there's no football.
I would honestly, unironically watch that.
That would
To be fair,
kind of be funny. I wonder if I wonder
someone
if Twitch
titled-
actually limits you in any way to do that.
if someone named their stream that, I would 100% do that.
Super Bowl, but the ads aren't funny and there's no football. Is it bad that I'm tempted?
And just every so often, you just cut in there to say like a random one-liner, and then just go back to ad.
I'm tempted now.
I would unironically watch like maybe 30 minutes of that.
I'm sure I could create a bot that would just consistently trigger the ad breaks. I'm sure there's a way.
And then just periodically check back into the stream and like wait for an ad to stop and just give like a stupid like few seconds of commentary, then go back to ad.
These commercials are brought to you by no one, because everyone's at home.
Because I need money. Please.
Not officially affiliated with the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, but not the Super Bowl, and we don't play football, and it's just ads.
The Super Bowl, but there's no football. The ads aren't funny, and everyone's stuck at home.
And it's not Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, but it's just ads. There's no football, and it's not actually the Super Bowl.
Coronavirus Super Bowl.
The Coronavirus Bowl.
No players, just ads.
No players, just ads. Gotta make the money somehow.
And you know, if it was for like a Twitch streamer, I would honestly, unironically, just watch that. Like, there's just such a meme. There's just
and boldness
such
about
a meme and like just so bold to assume that people would watch it would make me want to watch it. Just because of how like stupid it is. Also, this is gonna be fun to watch back, and like at like tomorrow or another day when I'm watching the VOD and go, yo, what the fuck was I talking about?
There's a lot of me talking nonsense, talking about Target. Various stuff like that. Ooh, I went from rest in peace my viewership. Thank you to, let's see who's watching right now. Oh, there's more than, okay. There's users in chat at least, but I don't know who's counting toward the viewers. Because right now, according to the stupid Twitch stats that don't update properly, it says 3.
It's my 5th anniversary.
Do I have the sub alert set up? Hold on, let me see. Hopefully
it's
should
not,
be.
It's not letting me share.
Oof.
I spelled
that
it
was
wrong.
broken. That audio played for way too long. Ouch. I didn't need hearing. It's fine.
Who needs to hear? What a loser.
How long is this gonna take?
I don't know. I have to wait. I have to hear back. Which I would probably have to be in chat in.
I wasn't expecting it to take this long.
Neither was I.
I'm tired.
Oh yeah, I probably should have told you we were going 2 rounds of this.
Yeah, I assumed.
Alright, then we're good. I won't be watching because apparently another person took over as recording.
Yuki. Wishing they'll work out tonight too.
Well, too bad. Now you have to do this.
Darn.
Got 'em, boys. Working out is for losers. Hey, you've got 8 people. Wonderful people watching. I mean 9.
I had 9 at one point. Is it back to 9? I can't tell. My end lags behind so bad.
Yo, when did I get 26 bits?
Time to spend them all. Am I right, boys?
There we go. You're
Butter
welcome.
Rider cheered. 26 bits.
I'll always be the bit leader. No one can stop me.
I'm gonna donate bits to myself.
Can you actually do that?
I have no clue. Let me see. You cannot cheer on your own channel. Dang.
Damn.
Nope, I can't. To be fair, I think I know why they don't let you, because you can technically get free bits from ads, and then you can technically send those to yourself.
But you could just go on. You can just get an alt account and do that.
Yeah, I could. I technically have my bot account. But I need to buy. I need to pay for a subscription for my bot, so I can have access to my emotes. So I'll basically be paying only a percentage of it though, because the rest of it goes back to me at some point.
Exactly. That's why you need the ads.
How's your audio now too loud? There, let me lower it a little. That's good. Splat zones.
Ew, disgusting. It's Mako Mart.
Yeah.
Stop.
What an ugly zone shape.
Dude, how is this map just not completely flat? There's like toilet paper everywhere.
Why is there toilet paper here? This is not a real store.
Exactly, estimates. They should have updated it.
My brother apparently thinks we're funny. Just kidding, he's laughing at his own nonsense.
What are you talking about? We're the funniest people around.
Yes.
It is me, Mr. Funny.
Tisai, definitely not the villain. You can trust me. That hammer will zoom. Rest in peace, Cinders.
People in anime will never find the enemy. He could be any one of us. The person in the enemy is wearing bright orange clothes with like spiky dark hair.
I think one of my favorite games is spot the anime protagonist. It's always the person. Here's the thing: is almost always the person with the crazy hair. There's one anime where it's like the only person without crazy hair or something like that.
Exactly.
Or there's some animes you're like, it's that person. It's like, nope. It's like, what? They have crazy hair though. They've got to be like like one of the main characters though, and it's like, nope. It's like,
exactly.
okay.
It's either they have nothing to do with the story or they're the main character. There's no in between.
It's like the crazy hair people are either the main character or very integral part of the story, or they're a background character with absolutely nothing to do with the story, but they just have crazy hair for some reason.
Exactly.
Also, we're not commentating on this at all.
Well, I can't really commentate because all I have to do is the delay that is Twitch.
Just commentate on everything 10 seconds after it happens. I'm sure no one will be confused.
Whoa, look at that. Orange contested the zone.
Whoa, look at that. They lost control. Now they're in control. Oh, would you look at that?
Whoa, would you look at that? The orange took the zone.
Red gem pulling a hammer time. I finally fixed my problem where Backblaze was constantly doing backups whenever I streamed.
Nice.
You wanna know what it was?
What?
Backblaze is set to continuously back up whenever it detects new files or edited files. So when I start streaming, it creates a new video file and then it starts trying to back that up. Which is why I always coincidentally started backing up when I started streaming, or if not, like within like 10 or 20 minutes.
Yo, you want to play ARMS?
Possibly.
Like,
kind of hard to play at my desk though.
Not today because like it's almost 12 my time.
And I'm also tired.
Yeah, I'm talking later.
I'm hoping to work out and watch a movie tonight.
Nice. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh,
wow,
not quite.
I'm a minute and 30 behind.
No, I mean, like, I was counting down the points, not the time.
Oh. Never mind then.
They did it. They splatted the most zone.
Alright. Well, we got our ass again. I'm out.
Alright.
You will remain in talking to yourself for like a while.
What's new? I'm always talking to myself. Especially now when I'm like losing it with being inside all day. Just kidding, I'm inside all the time. It's funny because my normal life is called quarantine apparently.
Lamau.
Like back when I was unemployed, I would spend like a week no problem without going outdoors. It was crazy, and people apparently can't. It's funny seeing all the extroverts just absolutely losing their mind, having to be inside all day. I'm like, oh, so now you know what it kind of feels like when I have to go out and be with people. That's like a similar feeling, right? I have to go out and be with people when I don't want to. You have to be shut up in your house with no people, and that's what you don't like. Isn't it fun? I prefer to be locked inside. The only thing I don't like is when everyone else in my house is there too, especially my brother being loud. That's the one thing that's actually driving me crazy, because normally he'd be at work for parts of the week and I get a little bit of quiet. But Tower control up next with a random map, as always. Because we don't have official maps, because this is not an official season yet. I mean, it's officially a season, but we're not in the season yet. We're just shaking the rust. The shaking of the rust, because they're not coated in rust and shaking it off. No, it's like at this point the rust is straight through to the bone, so they're just completely comprised of rust. There is no shaking off the rust. The rust is just there. And at this point we can't blame the rust. They're taking so long between games. I was not expecting this to take this long. Maybe it's been a while since I've posted these, but to be fair, this is a scrim, not an actual game, so they're probably taking time between matches to discuss stuff real quick about the previous match, though. Yeah, I guess that would be a good time to do it. And then also they can go back and watch the recordings later and discuss those. Bruh, it's been an hour and a half. I'm not going crazy. Now imagine that ear-piercing laugh, but like all the time. It's beautiful. I love having it 24/7. I don't miss everyone going to work. Not at all. We did it. We got to tower control. Both teams race toward the center. King just kind of chilling. Ooh, Ninja's the first to hop on. Pulling the hammer time. Not quite surviving though. King hopping on, returning it to center and riding it past center. Taking the lead and getting to checkpoint 1. Not quite getting past it though. Back to checkpoint 1, past checkpoint 1. Red Gem around the tower, hopping back off for safety reasons. That's against some sort of safety protocol. Remember, lift with your knees. Keep 3 points of contact on a ladder. Whatever the heck else my work taught me in terms of safety. Did I pay attention during those presentations? Not really. I mean, yes, I did. Actually, I did pay attention though, because it is, even though for the most part it's stuff that I already knew. But here's the thing. Yes, maintain 3 points of contact, but at the same time, when you're grabbing something off a shelf, most of the time you need 2 hands. So, especially even if you have another team member help you with it, grabbing a TV off the because so in Target, the back stock room, we have a specific locked section for electronics. which is where I primarily work in because, you know, I work electronics. And in that room, there is a section of wall with 3 shelves. The bottom one is for the larger TVs, and then you kind of have smaller TVs in the middle and the top shelf. That top shelf is a good, I'd say, 8-9 feet off the ground, maybe more. And when you have to pull a TV off of it, even if you have someone help you get it down, you have to use 2 hands to get it down, without just dropping the TV and breaking merchandise. What's even better is when no one helps you. And you have to try to, especially when there's a 50-inch TV on the 3rd shelf. That's kind of the maximum you can do in that top shelf. So you can maybe somewhat get it down by yourself. Even if you're pulling a TV from the bottom, if it's large enough, you need help. Like once you start getting the 70 inches, you go, maybe I should have someone help me load this onto a flat so I can actually get it out the door. Also, it's just been a lot of back and forth here in the center. But right now, there was the second thing, but most of the match so far has been in the center. Orange has the lead though. Ninja riding it, trying to get to checkpoint 1, making it to checkpoint 1, not getting past it though, going down. Losing control before they can take and get past checkpoint 1. Orange takes control of the tower. Arbiter currently riding the tower, setting off some Tenta missiles. Getting to checkpoint 3. Past checkpoint 3, Hodgepodge going down. Cassim riding the tower, getting fairly close. Ooh. And that's game. Normally, people in my house wouldn't like me yelling at 9, but everyone's at home from work. Even usually my stepdad would be sleeping, but he works for one of the hotels, so he is out of work right now. Up next, Rainmaker at random. I'm definitely not gonna lose it. There have been times where I've been wanting to lose my mind just because I'm I just dealt with chaos at work. I'd like to come home to a little bit of quiet. Work's so busy. It slowed down though. Work has slowed down. There was one day where we made 18,000 just in electronics, which is a lot for a freaking regular shopping day. We were over double of what our goal was for the day. And yes, for people who work at Target, just like any other place involving retail, we have sales goals. We have goals in terms of just straight up sales, goals in terms of protection plans, goals in terms of what else is there? Oh, we're supposed to basically audit all the shelves to make sure product number on the sales floor is correct. We do it mainly to keep tabs on what products are being stolen. We had a serious problem a bit ago. We've had a couple of serious kind of problems. There was a week where a guy and a girl kept coming in, grabbing a TV, grabbing a soundbar, and just walking out. I'm pretty sure at one point the other night because right now Target is hiring a couple people solely for cleaning. One of them is basically solely for wiping carts down. I believe that's going to be someone from guest service. And then another person to go around and basically wipe off everything in the store constantly. That was just random people in the store, but because they closed down the cafe and now they also closed down Starbucks in our store, those employees are getting the cleaning shifts because they need hours. Kind of makes sense. So I won't be getting those anymore. Those are my favorite shifts because all you do is go around and wipe stuff down with the disinfectant stuff. And when other guests see you wiping things down, they just leave you alone. It's great. They see you cleaning it like, oh crap, let him disinfect. He's doing God's work. And it's like the best. They just leave you be. Though last Friday, it was busy because people were mass buying like electronics and stuff to keep themselves entertained, and also they were like the Animal Crossing came out, so a bunch of people buying that. I came in at 9 a.m., which is several hours before my shift. I don't remember what time it was that. I think it was 3 p.m. that day. Or no, it was 3 p.m. that day. I got the game, and I was the last one to get a journal. One of the Target exclusive journals. And then later, they found one though, so it was technically last under the desk. It might have like fallen or something. I don't know. Team Green grabs the Rainmaker. Doesn't get very far. Cinder's going down. Casson going for the pop. Arbiter grabbing the Rainmaker. Arbiter running with it. Ooh, Arbiter going down though. Along with Casson. Ninja grabbing the Rainmaker. Sending off some shots in a wide area. Just kind of gained some ink coverage here. Running with it into fairly uncovered territory. Going down fairly quickly. Hodgepodge going down as well. E grabbing the Rainmaker. Arbiter going down. E going down. Dropping the Rainmaker. Ninja going for the pop. Cinders grabbing the Rainmaker. Trying to create a path here. Going down to King though. King swiftly going down himself though. Or herself. I don't know. Both teams pushing to try to get the Rainmaker. Cinders making the pop. Grabbing the Rainmaker. Going down quickly though. Ninja grabbing the Rainmaker. Again, not making it very far though. Butters going for the pop. Grabbing the Rainmaker. Going down though. Green team makes a pop. Hodgepodge grabs the Rainmaker, goes down in like 0.5 seconds. Butters makes the pop, also going down before he can even grab the Rainmaker. Cinder's grabbing it, only making a couple feet before going down as well. Casson goes for the pop. Waiting for an opportune time. It's gonna reset. King going for the pop. King grabbing the Rainmaker. Ninja with the baller. Ninja grabbing the Rainmaker. Can they make it far enough to take the lead? They're going to do a serious push if they want to do that. And falling down there is probably not great. 20 seconds remaining, going down. At this point, all Team Blue has to do is play some defense if they want to win it. And that's game. Clan Blitz, final mode. Good, I'm tired. I want to just work out, take a shower, play some Animal Crossing, which is, fun fact, that right there is, the cat turn is Dan, the editor for Game Theory. He actually does live streams. His channel is That Cybert channel on both Twitch and on both Twitch and YouTube. And I, in the Daniverse, am fake Dan, because he has Cyber within his name and I have Cyber in my name. So what happens is we both watch another streamer. He's more friends with that streamer, but and for a good amount of time, when I would join the stream and say hi, Bob Rolf of Wolf Den would go, "Hey Dan." I'm like, "Nope, Bob, not Dan. Just Cyberquake, not Dan." And thus the lore was created where I am fake Dan. I am the antagonist of the Daniverse. Speaking of Dan, last night he did a stream where he played Animal Crossing with viewers. Specifically, he did like a fishing tournament where you basically just go, you have 15 minutes to go fish. You can use bait, whatever you want, as long as you created it, and you basically try to catch the most unique fish. The football fish is not that unique, apparently. I only caught one on my island before. Suddenly on his island, I catch two. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll use this. This is a cool fish. And then like two other people had it. I'm like, okay, never mind. The person who won had a tadpole. I caught a tadpole, but released it for a different fish. So, yeah. Rest in peace, me. Could have possibly won. It wasn't any like real or prize or anything. It was like bells in game and like a Nook Miles ticket or whatever. So it's like not. I wasn't terribly upset. It was more fun than it was super fun. I've also been super enjoying Animal Cross. I didn't think it would be a game I'd be into, but I bought it technically bought it Friday morning it came out. And then I promptly was busy with work and being tired from work to not want to play it. So I didn't start until Monday. Finally started Monday, and it's been a game where I hop in and then accidentally spent multiple hours in it, going, whoops, I just spent 2 hours fishing, crafting stuff, and setting up a house. My bad. It's very quickly risen in the playtime list for me in terms of top playtime. It's currently number 12. It's gonna have to do a bit to get above Splatoon, just because I have a bunch of hours in Splatoon, partly because I played it a lot when I was super into it. I need to get back into it, and also because I also would host these streams, these Proton Splat League streams. So for those, I have those probably account for at least a quarter of my current playtime in this game, I should say. It also has to be Rocket League, which I've spent surprisingly not that long in, only about 35 hours or 45. I think it's 45 for that game. Ring Fit is also a game it has to be. Ring Fit is currently spot number 5 for my playtime. That's not surprising though. It's a game I play even on days where I don't really want to play games. I still want to work out, and it's my workout game, so there's that. Which, combined with eating a whole lot less, eating somewhat better, and also regular exercise of both Ring Fit Adventure and like Beat Saber and VR, I've managed to go from being my heaviest at about 220 in about like October of last year, and going down to last I weighed myself was 188. So that's really nice. Clam Blitz, Humpback Pump Track. I'm a simple man. I see people mash B and A. I also mash B and A. Fill the enemy's clam basket. Who would have thought? Let's see who gets an Oot Ball first. Well, that's a lot of the field cleared of people. Also, there's definitely Inkling jokes in. Also, Cinder is almost making an Oot Ball. There's Inkling jokes in Animal Crossing, and that ball's gonna get sent
To the void.
Yeah, there's like, when you catch a squid, it makes like Inkling jokes. It's like, I caught a squid. I had an inkling I would. Ninja going for the Oot Ball! Oof, traded kills there. Also, that team wipe. Also, I love how there's people like, we need the government to bail out the airlines. This is getting political. We need the government to bail out the airlines. But here's my thought process. We're gonna tell people, oh, if you can't go like a certain amount of time without having income, then you really aren't prepared and you need to have more savings and stuff. But then like we go 2 weeks with people not flying in airplanes and suddenly it's a problem, they're gonna go bankrupt. Like, listen, let them file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. No, most of the jobs that are involved in the airlines won't be lost. Also, I gotta say this, ooh, King saving it. When you file Chapter 11, most of the jobs won't go away for the airlines. The airlines will still run. They won't go away suddenly. They'll still be running. It's just basically someone else takes over and buys the company, essentially. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's essentially what happens. The airline doesn't go away. No, like, air travel doesn't disappear. King and Red Gem both have ooch balls. Let's see if they can throw it. Not quite making it there. Robbie Roo going for the ooch ball. Taking the lead. Red Gem throwing an ooch ball in. Remaining 45-42. Yeah, I say any company that is doing so bad this quickly with reduced patronage is really not set up for success properly. Like, here's the thing is, I understand apparently like the what do you call it? Why am I blanking on the term here? I'm very tired. The amount you make after costs. Robbie going for the ooch ball. Profit margin. Thank you, brain. Took me long enough. Profit margins are super thin for airlines apparently. But at the same time, like, if you're running a proper company, like even GameStop is somehow doing better. Cinder's going for the ooch ball. Even GameStop's somehow doing better. Not great, but like they lasted. They're doing a couple weeks just fine. Granted, they're going down anyway. The ship is beyond sunk at this point. It's like at this point it's like the Titanic. It's splitting in half and there's no saving it. It's just how long it's gonna stay afloat before it actually goes down. The only thing that could potentially save it is Reggie. And I'm not even sure Reggie can save the company at this point. Also, this ooch ball is about to be sent.
To the toy.
Also, King with the ooch ball. And that's game. Except overtime. Yeah, let's see if green steals in overtime. I'm very doubtful, but let's see if it happens. Ooh! Oh! They take it in overtime. They did it. They had the ooch balls to do it. No, that was not supposed to be a pun. What a shot! What a twist! A twisty twist. That's twisty. Is it over yet? Is it time for me to sleep? And by sleep, I mean exercise and then contemplate life for 2 hours before I go to sleep. Let's see what the judges say. Eventually something will happen. Either the room closes, or we do another match. Oh, Turf War Splatfest. I swear if they go through a third time, I'm just gonna give up. What are we doing? I love the communication I get. It's really good. Getting so much communication. I need a nap. I'm so tired. And by nap, I need to pass out for 8 hours. I need to finally actually get 8 hours of sleep for a night. I've had 3 days off. I have not slept in terms of the amount of hours I got. I definitely slept until like 10 today. But I also went to bed at like 3. Sleeping in is like relative to when you go to bed. Zone of glass? Interesting. "44 seconds remaining. I accidentally opened an app. I did not want to open that. Go away. I banished thee." I still need to get a freaking shock mount for this microphone. I have yet to get that, so I can accidentally bump the boom arm and you hear every little vibration. If I got a shock mount, that wouldn't be as big of a problem. Also, you can hear every little movement when I move the arm. Okay, sometimes it doesn't make noise because it's actually somewhat decent sometimes. Also, unlike my old arm, this one doesn't fall off as often. No, it was this arm that used to do that. Let's see how far it's drifted so far. Ooh, I might have to readjust that because it looks like it feels like it might have a chance of slipping off at some point. We've got team Orange versus team turquoise? Cyan? Ooh, Muck Warfare, my favorite song. Only because I have it in a Beat Saber. That's the only reason. What a weird map. Probably helps if I point this mic at my mouth a bit better. There we go. So far, it looks like Orange has more just because they have a larger chunk of their side inked. And somewhat the middle as well. The ink store might help a little bit, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Honestly, blue team needs to spend a little bit of time inking some of their side. Maybe not right now, but at some point, it's gonna be something they're gonna have to do. Glass wall going back up. Looks like Blue is trying to push into the center and more onto the orange side, but they're not doing a super great job. Pepper and Ninja currently are doing okay. Robbie Roo somewhat holding the back. Red Gem Soda and Pepper trading kills here. Looks like Blue might... Yeah, Blue has more coverage as of right now, but let's see how long they are able to hold that. Looks like Orange here is about to push to the center and on to the other side. Red Gem Soda probably going to reclaim, going to reclaim some of what is on their side. Cinder is trying to push back into their zone. Trading kills with Casson. I think Red Gem actually took him down though. Red Gem going down. Right now, it's looking bad for Blue. Robbie Roo taking a lot of Blue's side, taking down Cinders. And that's game. Mm-hmm. 52.4 to 37.1. Is that it? If they're going through a third time, I'm just going to stop streaming because I have stuff to do. Am I dead yet? As the great John Tron once said. This dude's playing Fortnite. Oh heck, they're going through a third time? Ah, nah. I wasn't expecting this to be a 2-hour stream. I saw this like, oh, it'll only be like half an hour at most, and then I'll go live my life. I had plans, aspirations. How much shaking of rust can there be done in one day? Splat zone, starfish main stage. Yay, splat zones with this weird shape. Could be worse. If it's not a square zone, it's not the best. I like my zones to be square. Green takes control. Inkstorm isn't quite making it through the prime spot here, so oh my god. So the green maintains control of the zone for now, which they're doing a pretty good job of playing defense. Arbiter spawns back in, jumping. Bird's going down. Ninja trying to be a ninja. Trying to be a sneaky sneak. Going down though. And that's game. Well, that was quick. There's the sound of me moving my microphone on the boom arm. The lovely sounds of crunch. Metallic sounds are the best. Hey, is it over? Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pull that up again. Let's see. Church activity feed. Dre Van Injahog. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce that. I'm guaranteeing you I will always mess up a lot of people's names. I always apologize in advance. That's just the thing that's gonna happen. You can call me Dre. Okay, I'll just call you Dre. I butchered the English language so bad, and it's my only language. That's how bad I am at English. It's my one and only language, and I still managed to butcher it. Right now, let's see where we're setting it to. It's Turf Wars Splatfest. Are we still going? Oh, we done. Okay. Cool. That only took like an hour longer than I planned. A little over an hour longer than I planned. Oops. Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. That's how long it took. The multiplayer maps and modes updated. I'm hoping to more regularly get back into streaming. I took a bit of a hiatus for a couple months there. I'm hoping to hop back into it. We'll see. It's been a lot of like me working on health stuff and then also having work and different things like that. So I'm hoping, I can't set up a regular schedule purely because I work a job where I can't have a regular schedule. So it's more just going to be on, I can plan ahead for the most part once I get my schedule. So I'll see if there's a way to like publicly post a calendar on what days I plan on streaming. The only problem is things do come up anyways, even if I do plan to stream in advance, because real life nonsense unfortunately does come before, streaming. So yeah, but the plan is season 3 is picking up for Proton Splat League. So I'm going to be doing those whenever I can. And then I also want to do general streams, and I also really want to continue doing VR streams. I need to get back into that. Probably a lot of Beat Saber, but there's some other games I want to play on stream. Well, I'm trying to figure out a good way to stream just the Quest without being tethered to the PC, because there's a game I like to play that is somewhat difficult in terms of being tethered, because there's a lot of turning around very rapidly to like shoot people, and it's a multiplayer game, so like there are actual people. It's much more competitive. So yeah, there's that. I work tomorrow. I work Sunday, possibly stream on Monday if they don't call me in. At this point, work has slowed down enough where they're not calling me in as much. Like for the past 3 weeks, it was just like constantly, hey, can you work? Hey, can you work? Hey, can you work? Hey, can you work? So they didn't have a whole lot of days off anyways. And I primarily work at night, and working in the streaming in the morning is not something that I'm really able to do very much. So it's mostly just streaming on my days off. So hopefully, if I'm correct, Monday I have off. Wednesday I believe I have off. Thursday is school, and then Friday I have off, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully streaming at least a couple of those days. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time.